contemporary radio station in Zambia, connecting you to the newsmakers and events that make news in the global village.
Good evening. This is the 5FM Radio Main News. The headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema applauds financial institutions for actively taking part in the energy sector. Government expresses commitment to nurturing effective student leadership. US destroying world order, Ukraine's ambassador to UK says. This bulletin is also live on our Facebook, 5FM Radio Zambia, and YouTube, 5FM Radio Zambia. With the details, my name is Lance Sannie. Hakainde Hichilema has expressed gratitude that the restructured electricity sector has created a wide opportunity beyond the generation and transmission. This follows the meeting with financial institutions at State House aimed at exploring ways to empower citizens and other investors to invest in the energy sector and address Zambia's energy deficit. President Hichilema says the government is pleased that a number of financial institutions are contributing to the energy sector following the implementation of electricity open access. The president noted that the financial institutions have invested in the energy sector, particularly their support for the 300 megawatt Phase 2 Mamba Power Plant expansion project.
I would like us to address the issue of financial closure, the issue of delivery on time, on your side, on our side, your side, our side with you, on our engineering EPCs, on what else? The PPs now don't take long because we've again reformed, Madam Chair, the regulatory side, we call it light regulation. But I want the banks to know that this is a new regime so they can advise their clients. Because some clients come through the bank, isn't it? Without coming through Jesco or anyone else. So let's sing from the same hymn sheet. So part of what I'm expecting today is that the regulatory side, I call it when I'm unhappy, bureaucracy, right? The bureaucracy side, we can say we moved from where we were 25 months to a process now to these so many days, and everybody minister must know.
Education Minister Douglas Siagalima has noted government's commitment to nurturing effective student leadership. The minister said this when he officiated at Peace Leadership and Conflict Resolution training at the University of Zambia, UNZA. He observed that the Peace Leadership and Conflict Resolution training aims to equip student leaders with skills in diplomacy, negotiation, and governance, as well as foster dialogue-driven leadership in higher learning institutions, demonstrating a higher-driven leadership. And Mr. Siakalima also notes that the aim is to equip student leaders with skills in negotiation and governance, also to foster dialogue-driven leadership. He added that student leadership should be a pillar of democracy and national development rather than a breeding ground for conflict. Bloggers of Zambia Chief Executive Officer Richard Mulonga says digital technologies plays a critical role in transforming how journalism activities are conducted, as well as accessing information and holding government accountable. He was speaking during a project called Strengthening Civil Society Organization Participation in Open Government Partnership to support and strengthen the civil society coalition for digital rights on open government partnership processes. The project aims to build capacity and strengthen civil society understanding of the open government partnership mechanisms on Zambia. Mr. Mlonga says the digital tools journalists have power to bridge the gap between governments and the people they serve. Matero Aftercare Center, a home for the aged run under the Ministry of Community Development and Social Services, has received a boost in its energy supply following the handover of a solar system by Entrepreneurs Financial Center, EFC. The donation received by Minister of Community Development and Social Services, Ms. Doreen Mwamba, is expected to enhance the quality of life at the center and also provide uninterrupted care for its residents. Speaking at the handover ceremony recently, Ms. Mwamba expressed gratitude to EFC, emphasizing that the initiative aligns with the urgent need for sustainable and environmentally energy solutions in response to the effects of climate change. She said the center, being home to people from different vulnerable backgrounds, requires stakeholder collaboration to accord them dignified lives regardless of their social status. And in other news trending this evening, as Zambia prepares to commemorate International Women's Day, the Republican Progressive Party RPP recognizes the importance of creating an inclusive society where women and girls have equal opportunities to thrive. Integrated Community Anti-Litter Initiative is concerned over the tons of plastic waste that have been exposed after heavy rains across the country, especially in major cities where usage and irresponsible disposal of plastics have reached alarming stage. Up next, the business news.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
The Road Transport and Safety Agency, RATSA, has noted that road safety is not just a regulatory issue, but a shared responsibility that requires the active involvement of all stakeholders, including the media. Speaking at a media training workshop this morning, RATSA Chief Executive Officer Engineer Amon Mwemba has stated that through reporting, investigative journalism, and public awareness campaigns, the media has played a vital role in amplifying RATSA's efforts to promote safer roads for all. Engineer Mwemba says that the media serves as a bridge between institutions and the public, ensuring essential information reaches communities effectively. He emphasized that journalists hold the power to shape narratives, influence public perceptions, and drive positive change. He has further noted that the role of journalists in disseminating accurate and timely road safety information is indispensable in RATSA's collective mission to reduce road traffic crashes and save lives.
As the RTSA, we recognize the crucial role that the media plays in our society. The media serves as a bridge between institutions and the public, ensuring that essential information reaches communities effectively. As journalists, you, ladies and gentlemen, hold the power to shape narratives, influence public perceptions, and drive positive change. Your role in disseminating accurate and timely road safety information is indispensable in our collective mission to reduce road traffic crashes and save lives.
Ends the business news.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
And in foreign news, the US is destroying the established world order, Ukraine's ambassador to the UK and former military chief has said, criticizing the new Trump administration's way of handling foreign policy. Valery Zaluzny said the White House had questioned the unity of the whole Western world. His comments came amid an apparent cooling of tensions between Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky and his US counterpart Donald Trump after a public falling out between the two in the Oval Office on Friday. And in sports news, FIFA has reminded the Football Association of Zambia FAS of its obligation to independently manage its affairs without undue influence from third parties, including government bodies, as outlined in the FIFA statutes. In a correspondence addressed to FAS General Secretary Ruben Kamanga on 5th March 2025, FIFA responded to a letter from the National Sports Council of Zambia dated 27th February 2025, which proposed steps such as the formation of a transitional committee and independent electoral committee, among other measures. FIFA warned that the establishment of a transitional committee would breach statutory provisions, potentially leading to sanctions, including the suspension of FAS. And now, the weather.
Class Econ Roofing Africa.
Class Econ Roofing, plot 17100 off Katanga Road, 150 meters from Mumbwa Road, Chinika Industrial Area, Lusaka. Class Econ Roofing. Class plus economy.
Class Econ. Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ.
The evening is mainly cloudy and has few clouds, windy at times, and warm to mild with a slight chance of rain. Ends our weather report, and that item brings us to the end of the news. But before we go, a recap of the stories that made headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema has expressed gratitude that the restructuring of the electricity sector has created a wide opportunity beyond the generation and transmission. Education Minister Douglas Yagalima has noted government's commitment to nurturing effective student leadership. And finally, the US is destroying the established world order, Ukraine's ambassador to the UK and former military chief has said. For more news, follow us on Facebook, 5FM Radio Zambia, and YouTube, 5FM Radio Zambia. On behalf of the entire news crew and the technical department, thank you for listening to the Happy World of 5FM. Stay safe and stay tuned to 5FM Radio. My name is Lance Sannie. Enjoy the rest of the evening.